Hello friends and welcome back to Animal Crossing. I am Peachie and Llama here on YouTube, and today we are doing some more builds on this winter island. I'm really excited. So my little cul-de-sac area has turned into more of a shopping district for this winter theme. I'm going to want to design Flurry's house to be a bakery. I want to do Dizzy's house as a toy shop and Bones' house as a postal shop area. I am waiting for Tex to leave, so I don't have any plans for his house or his plot area yet, but hopefully once we get a replacement villager we can kind of get an idea. I was thinking of doing another like dress shop, but maybe like geared towards just like festive clothes and things like that and sweaters. So we'll see how that goes, but that is the thought I have right now. But I hope you guys get excited and inspired by these builds and to add them to your islands if you want. I would love to see it. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, to get us started, we are starting with Flurry's house to turn it into a cozy, cute little bakery. I'm so glad I got through HHP because I've been thinking about building this for so long. So I raced through HHP to make sure I could be able to do this in time to finish the island for the holidays. So I'm glad it's worked out, and I'm loving that they have this little bakery display case, which I hadn't seen before, so I'm glad that was included. And I want to include some baking tools as well as some fresh bread sitting in the back, like a little toaster, as well as a basket. I think it would just be really cute to show that off in the back. I was going to use the panels to make shelves, but then I later realized I can use the glow-in-the-dark stickers to make shelves, so I got to do that next time. I also didn't have the design code or anything, or a design at all yet to be able to put back there or on the simple panels, so I need to do that, and I'll add that hopefully before I finish the island. But even if it doesn't, I will survive. But that was a little detail I wanted to add. And a suggestion, if you want to recreate this, I highly recommend using the glow-in-the-dark stickers to create that shelving look in the background. Getting back to it, wanted to add in very cute and golden red covered round tables as our seating area. I just thought they were really cute. I think they're very festive and kind of go with the whole theme of this island and the room really well, because there's a lot of yellows and reds in this room, so I think it worked out really well. I had trouble with figuring out what chair to use, but the simple chair seemed easiest at this point, especially using the pattern that I have there to kind of still give it that very festive, cozy vibe. And then of course had to include some frosted cookies because I really wanted this to be a cookie shop especially. And then I decided to go ahead and have the cut bread be actually in replacement of the toaster to kind of show like she's prepping the bread to be put out. And then I wanted to include a pie because a pie shop was also an idea I had, so I'm trying to combine multiple ideas in one. I thought these cute little teddy bears could be joining each table, and that's kind of a fun little cozy way to celebrate the holidays and have the toys around. I just thought that was a very cute touch for little Flurry's bakery. I loved this little red carpet that I wanted to add in there. Again, just continue the red accents and cozy vibes in here. Of course, we have to add a pot rack and other details to the top. The cuckoo clock is always my favorite. And I was trying to figure out where to put the stockings, but I ended up putting them on top of the windows. I really liked the deer decoration as an alternative to where the cuckoo clock was. And being able to put a wreath in the middle was really nice. And those moss wreaths are really pretty, so I highly recommend that if you need something to like do something different. I wanted to utilize the pendants there on the top, and I just felt like it was too much, so I do get rid of them. But they were a cool thought. I think for a certain vibe it could work, but I felt like it was just a little too in your face for this cute, cozy, warm room. I love these paintings. I think they're adorable. And then I love the drapery. That was kind of what I thought would be more calming and just more elegant to put in this cozy little room. So we have a few of those on either side, and I just love it. I thought about adding this light in here, the pink version, to kind of match with more of the red tones. Thought it was adorable, but I also was like, not sure if I wanted just one light in the center. So I ended up going for these ones on the wall because I just felt like it looked a little nicer and more realistic, and it still shows the light onto the tables without being overbearing. And I felt like the lights before were kind of overbearing on the items before. So this is our beautiful, beautiful little bakery with Baker Flurry. I love it. I think it's so cute. I gotta say, it is so hard to get a good angle of the interior of villager homes, so I'm sorry that the camera's a little out of whack, but I still love it so much, and I hope you guys got some inspiration to add it to your islands as well if you want to have a bakery for one of your characters. And then of course, using the sparkle additions from HHP, added the little chat bubbles and the hearts to the cookies. And of course the steam to the bread. I thought that was a really fun little accent to do to kind of keep it lively in here. That is our bakery. Moving on to the outside, I wanted to do a quick little patio / seating area so that if people are visiting and they want to go outside to eat, they can, and I love that idea. So we're just adding a little L-shaped patio area outside of Flurry's little house here. We're going to put it in the same style that I have all of the additional patio areas of this island that aren't part of the main path. They all have this texture that I've shown in the coffee shop video. You guys should definitely check out in the 4 winter builds video that I have. I'll make sure it's in the cards for you to check it if you'd like to use the code. And then of course, adding in the beautiful fencing. I think it's required to have some fencing to really just finish off an area to make it look very cute and professional. I don't know, I call it professional, but I just think it just adds something to have the detail of the fencing as well as lampposts and flowers, and just everything in this game just really adds to make it really beautiful. Then of course we have our tables, sticking to the white theme that we have kind of everywhere in terms of the items for like seating and accents and such in this island. Loving the way it looks, and it's easily accessible, which is super important to me. Adding in some greenery, a little menu, as well as a trash can. And then I wanted to kind of do an alternative wall on the end here and just change it up from the iron and stone fencing and the hedges. I wanted to continue the path and make sure that was obviously an avenue out. And we're going to put the cookies on the table and the cake on the table, and then another gazebo, because I have so many gazebos on this island. Gazebos are of course required on this island, so many of them. With some festive trees and some more fencing, we are completed for this beautiful exterior, and I love it so much, especially her outside of her house. It looks so perfect for this time of year, and it fits her too, honestly. I love the way it looks. Then I wanted to make some mailboxes because I wanted to move on to Bones's post office shop. So I wanted to make some festive mailbox vibes. So I have a red version and a green version. You can find it on my design code, and I will eventually post it here. If not, it'll be in the description if you guys want to find it and use it for your islands. I really enjoyed creating things of my own this year because it's a look that I had in mind that I wanted specifically for this island. So I wanted to take the time to create it myself instead of going to look for it. And then of course I wanted to also give it a go at making the signs for my shops here in the holiday market. This first one we're doing is the bakery sign for Flurry. I swear writing in this game is so hard to judge like how much space you have. So I've restarted I think I restart like 3 times. But I get a vibe down for how I want to write it out, and I just adjust it slightly so that I'm able to fit it generally in the center and it doesn't look too bad. Then I wanted to add some little decor as if it's all written in chalk and has like some decorations on the side. I kind of wish you could keep some of the more square shape that it has when you create stuff on here, but the hollies were the hardest thing to figure out. So this is the best I can offer for advice if you are trying to create holly on signs as well. This is my method to my madness. I just tried to have more space to give off the little dots, and then added random little squares on each side that were kind of separated from the main branch, and that's the only way I was able to get the spiky leafy look, but also have the little holly berries stay like berries. And that is my little bakery sign. Very, very happy. Of course, at first when I made it, I was like, wait, there's a bakery sign already. I'm going to use that. And then I eventually go back and use my own stuff. We are now moving on to Bones's post office. And then we're coming in and we are going to change it up and do a whole new vibe for his room. I thought keeping it warm would be very important, but I thought the green might be a nice touch for the holidays, but I went ahead and just kept it all the same. But I wanted to use that back wall for all the mailboxes, so that's why I was considering it, just keeping it green. But I saw these items and I thought they would be good to separate the mail room area from the public part entrance of the room. But I decided to keep trying out different things, and I will end up changing it, but this is my first attempt without realizing I could use the glow-in-the-dark stickers to utilize the back here and have those mailboxes to the back. I did think this looked nice, but this is when I start figuring out that I can have the whole wall also be mailboxes, which I had forgotten about. So definitely remember that while you're decorating, because I completely forgot you could use custom designs like that. I wanted to use the countertop to be like an area where the mail people can be, and then it's kind of a separation obviously from the public area, and then I wanted to have like the desks that are sometimes available or just countertops for you to be able to like do anything you need to do for shipping or write addresses or anything like that. I liked the fence instead so you could be able to see kind of the mailroom behind the countertop, and I wanted to have like warnings on one of them because I know there's always warnings of what you can and can't ship out, so I thought that was a kind of fun detail to add. And then these are the package custom designs I used in this build for you to check out. And using the cushion, we have a little package vibe and they look really cute. I want to have one at the counter as well, one on the side to be just like people are getting ready to ship them out. And then we have the letter writing area as well as some office supplies, and of course we have to have like a holiday festive tree as well as some gifts to kind of show all the packages that we're getting ready to send out. And I loved the sewing project because it reminded me of wrapping paper, even though it has like the needle like holder thing, but I think it still works as like a wrapping paper thing. And then the document stack with the package design on it kind of shows off like letters and filling the walls with some decoration. And this is where I figure out the glow-in-the-dark stickers are going to change the game here, and I need to go back and change Flurry's house because this is literally such a game changer. I thought I'd alternate kind of like a checkerboard. I just thought it looked really cute that way. And something different, you know, it's not like they're all the same in rows, and I just thought that was a nice little setup. So now we're able to put everything back a space, just saving space and time with those glow-in-the-dark stickers. It was genius of them to add them to this game. Then I wanted to have a bulletin board so they can keep track of things, and then of course this cute little cozy items. I love the decor in this game, and this time of year it's just very adorable and happy and loving and just so cute. I love the sign at the top. I just think everything looks so good. Then I wanted to make this wooden stool with the gnome on it. It looks like the gnome is writing the letter. I just thought it was a cute little touch. But this is our little post office. It's kind of chaotic, but I love the chaos. There it is, all done on the outside. I love it. And now we are working on Dizzy's toy shop. I wanted to keep the kind of bluish greenish colors to this house because it is Dizzy's house and he had an all blue house before, so that was the thought. And then I thought it'd be cute to keep a similar wallpaper to what he had, but maybe a little more red to go with the rest of the island. But I will change this anyway down the line. But this is probably one of the harder builds because there's just so much you can do, but also I wish there were actual shelves in the game that you can add whatever items you want to it. That's probably one thing I wish we really had, because I think that would change the game a lot for people. I know you can add things on top of shelves, but I just think it'd be really nice to have an empty shelf that you can put whatever objects you wanted on it to really fit whatever theme you're going for per the room. At first I thought I should keep all the shelving the same and keep it all red, but I will change it to be more multicolor in the future, and I really like how it ends up turning out. Wanted to have all the cute toys to be able to show off each individual one that's in the game. And then of course the only toy shelf we have is the Dreamy shelf, but it looks adorable. And I improved that as well as we go because I did stick to one color at first and then I fixed that real quick. I thought the pink tree was cute for the current vibe. And then I started changing everything because I started changing the walls because I'm not fully happy. And yeah, it was kind of a nightmare because I couldn't really decide what was it. And then I changed it to the stone and brick look on the walls, and then everything kind of goes back to multicolor and not just all pink and red because it was a bit much, I felt like. And then I thought these were kind of cute and it fit more of the toy store than it did in Flurry's little cafe. It's more fun and bouncy in here versus cozy and warm, if that makes sense. That was the kind of vibe I got from it. And then I changed all the colors of the Dreamy items to be able to really fit more of just the look and have it look different and not just be all the same. I wanted Dizzy to still be able to do crafting, so I thought it'd be cute to include a crafting table because he's like making all the toys, so that's kind of the vibe. Cash register on this side. And I think this turned out really cute. I'm really proud of it. I think it turned out all right. We got to keep his train set in the middle, which I had never thought of until I went into his room and saw the train set. So I think it worked out. Now I am making a sign for the toy shop. It's just the same thing based off of the bakery, but it was a little easier to write toy shop than bakery for some reason, so that was nice. But trying to keep a similar vibe, but I thought having it be red instead of the chalkboard vibe just felt better for this and kind of more exciting. I swear, drawing Holly, it looks so much better as the blockiness versus the smoothed out shape that it turns out to be when you post it, you know, in the game, if that makes any sense. Like, it looks really good here, but not as great when it smooths out. So I tried doing bows instead to see if that would make me feel any better. But I think it turned out really cute, and I'm glad we have that as an option. I went ahead and did the same thing for the post office, but to make my life easier, I just made the symbol for the letter instead to make it a little bit easier. And I wanted to alternate it to make a little different from each one, but kind of combine the two ideas together. And then I wanted to have a post symbol for the trash cans to make it look like mailboxes around the island. So very happy about that. I think it looks great. And you can throw things away in it, so if you pretend to have like some sort of letter or paper, you could be like putting something in the mail. Just kind of a fun little tidbit. I'll make sure to put up all my custom designs on my design codes, so if you'd like to use them, I want to make sure you have access to them. Now we are designing Tex's exterior. Don't care about his interior because he ain't staying very long, hopefully. But I wanted to change it up so it would match, at least to get an idea of, because I don't know how long he's going to be here. So I wanted to make sure that we had his house looking at least nice enough to be with the rest of these. I went back and forth on what to do for this patterned area for Dizzy's yard, to like for the toy shop patio, but I think this turned out okay because you have different textures with the path below the custom design, so it worked out. I kind of wanted to make it like toys that are on sale basically, or clearance stuff, so that's kind of the vibe for outside. And I love the little tricycle. I think it's adorable. Very, very cute. And of course, Froggy Chair. It's the first Froggy Chair I've actually owned in this game, so I'm glad it showed up in Nook's Cranny. Little snowman, and I just think it's a cute little thing. It's very simple and nothing too crazy, but it's fun. And I don't have a ton for the post office yet, but I will add some more stuff in the future. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you got some inspiration for your winter island with a holiday market or shopping district. I had so much fun creating these and coming up with the different ideas and yards for each villager, as well as just the interiors. It was so much fun. So if you have HHP, I highly recommend you get through those 30 houses so you can go ahead and come back to your island and create more. If you did enjoy this video and are enjoying this series, please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to be notified the next time I post. I love you all so much. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!